What if your entire family was slowly being poisoned, and you had no idea why? A baby girl suddenly started getting very sick. She was dizzy, nauseous, constantly throwing up, and suffering headaches worse than migraines. Soon she could barely breathe. Her eyes filled with tears even when she wasn't crying. She stopped eating, and eventually her hair began falling out in clumps. No matter what her parents tried, they couldn't figure out what was causing it. It all started when the family noticed a harsh chemical smell near their front door. At first they thought maybe the air conditioner was broken. They called someone to inspect it, but everything seemed normal. Even the technician admitted the strange smell made him uncomfortable. Then they suspected the water heater. A plumber came and checked the entire system. Nothing was wrong, yet even he started feeling dizzy while inside the apartment. The family replaced the water heater anyway, cleaned the air ducts, and tried everything they could think of. But the smell kept returning, and the entire family kept getting sicker. After nearly a month, the baby was losing more hair and the parents could barely function. Finally, the father called the fire department. A hazmat team arrived and inspected the apartment. Even they couldn't immediately find the source. But they did notice something strange near the front door that made their eyes water. After they left, the father carefully inspected the door frame himself. That's when he noticed a tiny crack near the bottom. It was just big enough for something thin to slide through. Suspicious, he hid a small camera in a plant outside his apartment. Days later, when his daughter suddenly got sick again, he checked the footage. He saw someone crouching in front of his door, but the camera angle wasn't clear. So he adjusted the camera and waited again. A few days later the baby got sick once more. This time the footage was crystal clear. A man crouched outside the door, holding a syringe. He filled it with liquid and slowly injected it directly into the crack in the doorframe. The entire time, he held his breath, like he knew exactly how dangerous the chemical was. The father immediately called the police. When investigators identified the man, the family was shocked. It was their downstairs neighbor. He was a chemistry student who had been secretly using his university lab to make poison. For over a month, he had been injecting toxic chemicals into their apartment, slowly poisoning the entire family. His reason? He thought they were being too loud. So tell me, if you noticed a strange smell in your home for weeks, would you think something like this was happening?